It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. Coming up next.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Denver. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Play fake, now Namath. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Namath looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Namath. And Walker has it. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Off the play fake, it's Namath. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now Namath. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Going deep for Walker. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Namath. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Let's go now, let's go. Namath to throw on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Martin. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Namath. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Namath to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Namath. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their 1st drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
On first down, Elway. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On second down, Elway. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Up the middle they go. Little. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Elway. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Martin. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Namath. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
1st down, here's the run with Martin. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, Martin. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the 1st time tonight. He'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, it's Little. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Elway. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Little, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Elway. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Elway. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Elway to throw on 2nd. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Again, it's Elway. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the 15-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Up the middle to Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. To throw on 1st down is Namath.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Toss play, left side to Martin. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Play fake, now Namath.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
So that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another 1st down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Namath.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Namath now from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
From the gun, it's Namath. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They're going for a receiver there. Oh, and he has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Little. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll give to Martin here out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Name it to throw on 1st down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Namath. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Namath. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A first down carry for Davis. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Elway to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Elway. It's caught. Smith.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Elway on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 2nd down now. It's Little.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That one going for a gain of 11 there. The Bronco first down.
Nice job finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down, Davis. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Elway will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Off the play fake, it's Namath.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Namath to throw.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Handoff, running left is Davis. coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes. We'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On second down, Elway. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Elway to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Namath. And Walker with it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Namath.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Namath.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for the Jets. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Nobody else to make it.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On second down, Elway. And Thomas has it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing now, Elway on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Inside give to Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup, 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, Elway. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Elway. Here's Johnson with a reception. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st down, Elway. That's complete to Sharp. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Namath. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, These incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Namath.
They set up the screen to Martin. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 onto that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, man. Get ready. Get ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Elway. Over the middle to Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Elway. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Denver. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
To throw on 1st down is Namath.
Finding Walker, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball, I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Now Namath.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They run over center with Martin. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Martin. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 14. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
To throw is Namath.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's Elway. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Elway to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he slips up past the 45, being tackled. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Elway to throw. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They got into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
From the shotgun, Elway. Over the middle, it's Thomas.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Let's do our thing. Let's go. Let's go now. Let's go. All right.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Elway looking to pass again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain to play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Another try for Davis. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Play action. It's Elway. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 3 yards out.
And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out now come the Jets.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter.
Throwing on second down is Namath.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Namath to throw on first down.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
And a 10th carry here for Martin. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Namath to throw.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Namath.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack.
Namath. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Denver's offense now set to go.
The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Up the middle they go. Little. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Third and 2. Now Elway. This is Smith with a grab. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 37.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be, at the end of this play, on the big-time gain, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Little. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd down, it's Little, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Elway now looking to throw on 3rd. Smith catches left side. And he will have the Broncos 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Little. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Elway will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, Elway. Touchdown, Broncos! From 4 yards out. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 14. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10 now, Namath, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Namath. Drops it off to Martin. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Namath. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling.
And Nathaniel Hackett apparently disagrees with the ruling on the field, and he's going to challenge this one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun is Namath. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Namath now from the gun. Goes underneath to Martin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw is Namath. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. They'll try the middle with Martin.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Namath.
And it's complete to Martin.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
To throw on 1st down is Namath.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle they go. It's Little, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Elway. Oh, look at Thomas wide open.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
It's game time! Come on, let's go! Let's go! Let's get this! Once again, we got to get it right.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Make it big spread, huh? Let's go!
Now a handoff to Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.